Hello first graders, I'm glad you came for a reading lesson today. For today's lesson you need something to write on, your journal, a piece of paper, and a pencil. And then I'm going to ask you to go look for your own book and do the exercise. So today we're going to talk about how the illustrations and the words show where a story happens. That's also called the setting. So let's get started. This is the slide that we will fill out today. You can click on How to Heal a Broken Wing and Moha Means One on the sharing slide to take you to a YouTube read aloud. I could not find one for Over on the Mountain. The first book that we're going to look at today is Over on a Mountain Somewhere in the World. And we've looked at this book, it was a while ago, so you might want to think back on it. But let's open up the book to the first page. Now, aside from the words that the author tells us over on a mountain, take a look at the illustrations as well. How does the illustrator tell us where the story takes place? Let's look at another page. This one says Over on the Mountain also. And look in the background. You can see that there are pictures of a mountain back there. So this story, we can tell, happens in the mountains. Let's look at the next story. The next story is How to Heal a Broken Wing. If you remember where the story took place, predict and see if you're correct. Not only is the very first picture a city, it also says high above the city. So we know that this story took place in the city. Now let's take a look at this one. Moha Means One, a Swahili counting book. This one might take place in a few different places. So here, the author says Grassy, savanna, and the illustrator shows us these beautiful pictures. But then on this page, the setting changes. Where does this part take place? The Nile River and icy fish. That tells me that this page happens under the water. So part of it happened in the grassy savanna. And part of it happened underwater. Now we'll show you a journal example. The date is 5/4/20. Coleman's birthday. It might be a different day for you though. I'm going to show you one of my favorite books, and I think we've read it in the classroom, so you might remember it. One of my favorite books is The Dark by Lemony Snicket. On this page, the author says, the Dark lived in the same house as Laszlo, a big place with a creaky roof, smooth, cold windows, and several sets of stairs. So you can see that the author said he lives in a house, and you can see a set of creaky stairs. And this one, it says, sometimes the Dark hid in the closet. Sometimes it sat behind the shower curtain. These are places that happen in a house. So the author has told me with pictures and words that this story happens inside Laszlo's house. The book I read today was called, and it's capital letters, The Dark. I know the story happens in a house, in Laszlo's house, because the words tell me and there are pictures of things in a house. Okay, first graders, now your turn. Go look for any book in your home or choose any fiction book on Epic. Well, you could probably do a non-fiction story as well, but it has to be a storybook. It can't really be a book of facts. So go find a book or one on Epic. After you've read the book, write down or go on to Seesaw to show me what you have read. And you can write it down and show me on Seesaw, or you can give me a voice prompt and tell me where your story takes place. Don't forget to tell me what was the title of your book, and if you can tell me the author and the illustrator, that would be great also. Thanks for coming today, first graders. I can't wait to see what books you've read.